tens of thousands of miles flying around the world, we are about to talk about one of my favorite budget-friendly suitcases. Let's get right into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Desmond. I make content about tech and travel, so subscribe for more videos just like this. But today we are talking about a company called Aerotrunk, and after testing these on a ton of flights over a ton of time, I think this might be my favorite budget-friendly suitcase brand, especially when it comes to polycarbonate suitcases. So in this video, we're going to run through a couple of the options that they offer, and I'll talk about why I think this is such a great brand. We'll go through build quality, functions, features, and just overall my experience with Aerotrunk products. Let's start with what's on my desk. This looks like what would be a pretty classic carry-on suitcase, but this is the Aerotrunk carry-on with a laptop pocket, and it expands. I have to say, for polycarbonate suitcases, the build quality of this feels pretty good, especially for something at the price point. I think right now it's like $180 on the website. You can pick this up from Amazon or directly from them. But having tested this on a bunch of different trips, I just really like the quality of their polycarbonate. It feels rigid. It also has a good amount of flex, so it's not something that'll crack or break under pressure. And overall, it's held up just really, really well to wear and tear. The other thing you're going to notice about the suitcase is I think the design is actually pretty good. You've got a recessed logo here. You've got some grooves up on top on the front, and generally speaking, it is a very clean design, and I'm a fan. And let's run through some of the standard features, right? So here it is. I think the wheels are a great quality. They have a kind of rubberized coating on the bottom, and that makes it really easy to roll over different types of terrain, from an airport to the road to a sidewalk to gravel. This thing has held up pretty well. The other thing you're going to notice, standard on most suitcases though, is the side handle, which I really like, and the top handle. You've got some subtle branding here. Other thing to call out is TSA approved locks. Nothing crazy, no ridiculous mechanism. It's got the two zippers here. You've got the combination, and a simple click will unlock both of the zippers, which will let you open up your suitcase. Now for a polycarbonate suitcase, pretty standard opening mechanism, right? You've got the polycarbonate shell here, and then you've got the fabric zippers. This just zips right open, giving you access to the interior, and we can talk about that later. But what's special about this particular model over some other polycarbonate suitcases? Well, first, it's the laptop pocket here. Again, polycarbonate shell, fabric lined zipper. We've got two zippers here. You can zip this open, and as you can see, it falls right open. This will fit a 15-inch laptop. I think you could probably get away with something slightly bigger. I don't know if people still make laptops that big, but it's a good amount of space. So you can fit the laptop here, and then you've got additional organization and pockets on the inside of this pull-out compartment. So it's really useful. So it's pretty useful, and for someone like me who travels a lot for work, when I get to the lounge, when I sit down at the airport, I want quick access to my laptop or a tablet or some of my tech peripherals. Being able to zip this open is really nice versus digging through a backpack, for example. Another thing to call out just for added security, on these zippers right here, there is a hole that allows you to apply your own tiny little padlock or key lock, so you can secure this from theft. And another thing to call out that makes this particular model special from some of the other aluminum or polycarbonate suitcases I have is because of this fabric lined zipper. This is actually an expandable suitcase. So there's a second set of zippers here. And now that I've unzipped it, you can see I can expand the suitcase by at least another 2 inches, which will allow me to fill a lot more. What I like to do with this is I actually like to pack all of my stuff with the expansion open and then compress it and zip it closed to get the most out of the space inside this particular suitcase. And for the trolley arm, I think it's pretty standard. It's smooth, it clicks into place, it's still a very crispy kind of sound. so you know the mechanism still continues to work after all of these miles that I've put on this particular carry-on. All right, so enough about that particular suitcase, because I actually use the larger Aerotrunk suitcases the most. So Aerotrunk also sent me their Armadillo 3-piece luggage set, and to tell you the truth, that is the set that I've been using the most on my travels, especially as checked bags. It's also one of the reasons why it's taken me so long to make this video. So Keith from Aerotrunk sent these over a while ago, and I'll tell you the truth, one of the reasons why it's been so hard getting in front of the camera is these are rarely ever not in use. So I have the medium size of the 3-piece set. There is a larger size, and one of the reasons why I really like this brand, and hopefully it's a testament to the quality, is whenever I have family or friends that are looking for suitcases or they need to borrow things for big trips, I will always let them borrow one of the Aerotrunk suitcases, whether it's the large, which is on its way over to Vietnam and doing a tour of Asia. It's because I really believe in the quality of this luggage, and I know that if I lend it out to friends or family, they're going to have a good experience with it. It's going to keep their stuff safe. It's going to survive flying across the world under an airplane. So that's one of the reasons why these suitcases are rarely ever in one place for very long. So as you can see, the only one of the 3 in the set that I have right now is the medium one. This is the one I'm going to be packing up and taking to Sydney with me as a checked bag, just because I love packing my things in this. It's affordable, it's sturdy, and it always does the job really well. It's also very light, and I do prefer it over some of the other polycarbonate check bags that I've tested in the past. Now, like I mentioned, the large, that 23-inch version, it's just doing a nice tour of Southeast Asia. And again, it's because whenever I have family or friends that want to borrow something for travel, these are the suitcases that I like to lend out. I know they're just going to do a great job. They're going to last. And because of the price point, if they get destroyed, if they get broken, which won't happen, they're easy to replace. And in the set of 3 also comes a small carry-on size. Now that is also one that I tend to lend out whenever someone needs to grab something for a quick trip. And this video isn't sponsored. Aerotrunk doesn't get to see any of this before it goes out. I'm just telling you the truth that one of the reasons why I haven't been able to make this video is because every time someone wants to borrow a suitcase, this is the brand that I recommend. This is the brand that I lend out to my friends and family because I know that it performs really well. So with that said, the Armadillo 3-piece set is going for like $479, which again is not a bad price. You have 3 really high quality polycarbonate suitcases that nest into each other. It's great for storage, but the large, the medium, and the small all serve a great functional purpose. I think the medium size, like I said, which I have here, is going to be perfect for my trip over to Sydney. I don't need to pack too much, but I want to make sure I have space to bring home gifts and anything that I purchase while I'm there. I don't need the large. And for a carry-on, I will be bringing and testing something else. All in all, when it comes to polycarbonate suitcases, especially in the budget range, Aerotrunk has been a pretty surprising player in the game. I really like the quality of these. I'm not a huge fan of polycarbonate suitcases in general, but I will say if I had to pick one, I would probably go with this, especially comparing it to some of the other more popular brands like Monos and Away and maybe things you pick up at TJ Maxx or random brands you pick up on Amazon. I think for the price, you're getting really high quality stuff here, and the features and functionality are great. And it's not just about the exterior build quality, it's the interior organization. I think, again, they did a really good job of building out the interior of the suitcases really well. You've got options in terms of straps and clips. You have compartments you can completely zipper up for better packing. And I think they're offering up a lot of features and functionality you would find in higher end brands for a really good price. Now, the interior build quality, for the most part, is pretty good. I mean, you get what you pay for, and with Aerotrunk, I'm finding that you get a little bit more than actually what you pay for. So it's a pretty solid deal With that said, that is my review of the Aerotrunk suitcases. I would honestly highly recommend them. Like I mentioned, these things are always in use, so finding them hanging around the house not on a flight is very rare for me, and these will be coming with me on a ton of flights this year as well. All right, if you like this content, hit that like button, subscribe for more videos just like this. I will catch y'all in the next one.